Stay tuned for the Sci-Fi Roadshow.
James and Amy here, coming to you this week from Comic-Con 2002 in beautiful San Diego, California.
Sci-fi, horror, and animation all share the turf here at this huge 4-day event.
It has become one of the largest, most diverse conventions in the world.
Brought to you this week by Gutsoon Comics and the new weekly anime anthology, Rajin.
So let's get the show on the road.
Welcome to the Sci-Fi Roadshow with your hosts James Patrick, Amy Brzezinski, and our own ultra-terrestrial Sci-Fi Freddy.
What's happening, my Earthlings?
Today's show features special guest Robert Englund in his first TV interview from the set of Freddy vs. Jason, Queen of Swords Roberta Brown, and the one and only Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Plus, appraisers to the stars David Kramer and Rob Zabrecki, the last TV interview in Forrest Ackerman's fabulous Acker Mansion, and an exclusive tour of a fabled multi-million-dollar sci-fi collection. This is Charlie Swigert saying, don't touch that phaser just yet. Sci-Fi Roadshow will be right back.
We're here in the Starship with the president of Comic-Con, Jeff Earhart. Jeff, how would you describe the fans here at Comic-Con?
Loyal, energetic, creative, and a bit eccentric. But it makes for a great environment.
Oh, it certainly does. Outside the hundreds of exhibits here, your autograph area comprises a who's who of pop culture.
That's true. Fans can expect to see their favorite characters from classic television series such as Deep Space Nine and Star Trek. Not to mention Hollywood's hottest movie stars, including Lucy Liu, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Hilary Swank, and Elijah Wood.
Wow. I think one of us should go down there and check things out. I'll go.
James is starstruck beyond belief. Movie stars are in abundance here, plus all of the hot new companies like our sponsor Gutsoon and two of our favorite comic book series, Heartbreakers and Boilerplate Man, by the creative team of Paul Guinan and Anina Bennett of Big Red Hair.
Dime novels were movies, radio, television, all rolled into one.
I'll warp over to Portland to get an exclusive mystery tour from Paul later in the show. But for now, let's get to the action on the exhibit floor.
The buzz down here this year is definitely manga. Now, unless you've been living on another planet for the last few years, manga and its animated counterpart, anime, is the fastest growing pop culture trend in the planet. Speed Racer and Sailor Moon, they've been displaced by slick new manga titles and high-budget animated movies. Our sponsor, Gutsoon, has created the big excitement here with the release of the premiere issue of Rajin, a brand new weekly anthology with a great storyline and slick new art styles in a right-to-left manga format. Very cool. Now here's the best part. Editor Sam Humphries has a special offer for you hungry roadies.
What's happening, viewers of Sci-Fi Roadshow? My name's Sam Humphries, consulting editor of Rajin Comics. Rajin Comics is a weekly manga anthology coming at you as soon as you see this. And I'm happy to give you an exclusive subscription offer just for watching Sci-Fi Roadshow.
Thanks, Sam. It's a great publication, high-intensity action.
Not to mention major babies.
Oh, right, Freddy. I'm subscribing now. And speaking of action and babage, the world's expert on the subject, in the anime universe that is, would have to be our own David Kramer. Now, some of the hottest collectibles nowadays are anime cells, and we have some eager collectors on hand to find out if they have anime gold or just a pile of dried paint. David, meet high school math teacher Brett Ogata.
Hi, Brett.
Hi, David. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Great.
What have you brought to show me today, Brett?
Well, a friend of mine just got back from Japan,
right?
And he brought me back this cell, and I really don't know what it's from or what it's about, and I just wanted you to look at it and tell me what you could tell me about it.
Oh, great. Let me check it out. Wow. Your friend brought this for you?
Yeah.
This is amazing. Do you have any idea what this is worth?
No. I have no
Okay.
idea.
Well, this is a cell from Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's of Misato, who is actually one of the three main characters of the show. This show was released, Brett, in 1995 by Gainax Studio, one of the top studios in Japan. And actually, it was the most critically acclaimed anime of the 90s. It brought a lot of old-time fans back to the genre. The cells from this anime were never released to the public, and in fact, they were kept under lock and key by Gainax Studios. But it was so tremendously popular that a group of young kids actually took a truck and they backed it in to the storage facility on the Gainax lot and stole boxes of the cell.
Wow.
So in a low-crime country like Japan, this thing actually made front-page news on the dailies. Now that it's 7 years old, a few of the cells have started trickling out, but they're still extremely rare. And I would say a piece like this could fetch between $1,250 and $1,500 at the show here today. It's a really nice piece, and actually, if you're interested in selling it, I'd like to talk to you about it after the show.
Okay.
Okay, raging hormonal horror fans, get ready to bust out laughing as you get a sneak peek at Haunted Hills starring the one and only Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Oh, yeah, sure, that's what they always say. Okay, let's go to the movies, Roadshow fans.
Elvira's Haunted Hills.
Yeah, nice meeting you too.
Oh, why? Why? Why?
Snap out of it! God, what are you going for, an Oscar?
That's another unfortunate Elizabeth's family trait, catalepsy.
Fear of cats?
The village people say this castle is evil.
Ah, who listens to the village people anymore?
Watch for Haunted Hills coming to a theater near your crypt soon. James, we're about ready for a commercial break here. What do you have in store for us down there?
Only the most outrageous fans in costumes on the planet, Amy.
That and more. We've got Robert Englund, better known as Nightmare Merchant Freddy Krueger, along with the human encyclopedia of pop culture goodies, Rob Zabrecki. So as the Federation forces say...
Attention, rebel scum. Even you can watch Sci-Fi Roadshow.
Brought to you this week by the hottest new manga anthology in the Milky Way,
Rising Comics.
Sci-Fi Roadshow back in biz at Comic-Con. Guys, this convention rocks. 58,000 fans and it runs like clockwork. Check out some of these outrageous fans.
Sci-Fi Roadshow, it's a screen, baby.
Hey, fans, keep an eye out for Sci-Fi Roadshow.
Hey, we love you too, guys. And to prove it, we've sent James and Amy all the way to British Columbia for the very first TV interview from the set of Freddy vs. Jason.
Well, James, we made it across the border to Vancouver.
You can always tell when you're in a foreign country because they have cool stuff like bears and beavers and queens on their money.
Okay, I'm not gonna even go there.
But the people here are really nice.
You think so? Let's see how you feel when I warp you over to a place called Elm Street.
Hey, nice threads, Amy. Oh, that Elm Street. I think what we're looking for is right up here. This is it. The set of Freddy vs. Jason. We were in the trailer, behind the scenes, with none other than the infamous icon, Freddy Krueger, here to bring you a slice of information. Freddy, or may I call you Fred?
That's Mr. Krueger to you, Jimmy.
Okay. All right, let's cut to the chase. Freddy,
Don't say cut.
Do you really think you have a chance against Jason?
Oh, that hockey puck. You sound like Don Rickles. No, look, that guy he's got no style. He's big and dumb. I don't see how Freddy could not take him.
Okay, obviously you can't give me the outcome to the end of this epic battle, but can you give me maybe a log line for the movie?
Freddy's weak. Freddy's diminished. Freddy's got to get back to Elm Street, and he's got to get his power back. He's got to get the ability to instill fear. But Freddy uses Jason, sort of sets him loose on Elm Street to scare the kids so that they can learn to fear again, and then Freddy can gather strength from that. and renew himself and begin his reign of terror.
Oh, and for all you teeners out there, for all you kiddies, we've got a rave sequence, which is real hip. I hate that trance music.
Let's talk about this costume. I know you've been asked a million times, but you've got some inside information that I want to hear.
You know, I love Wes, and I respect Wes Craven so much that I let him talk me into this. But on the first one, they literally had grease on the pants. They just thought, you know, because Freddy's down there in the boiler room and everything, they should put like a lot of oil on it. So I wore these greasy slacks for like the first 6 weeks. And I'd see dailies, you know, black pants are black pants on film. Well, except for these are quite lovely. But no, black pants are black pants on film, you know. But these are like the same basic single pleat Freddy slacks. Of course, the Frankenstein boot, you know, obligatory for all creatures. And the Freddy sweater, slightly modified, but this is basically it. Yeah, this is it.
Now, the hat has quite a history as well.
The hat is so cool because it's like this last sort of element of vanity that Freddy has. It dips strategically below, you know, one eye, as Carly Simon would say, and we can hide the eye and I can reveal it. And that sense of vanity that I just discussed, and when it finally comes off, you know, I've got that Nosferatu thing going.
Well, there you have it. I'm looking so forward to seeing this Freddy versus Jason. When can I expect to see this?
I think we're summer 2003, be there or be square. And for all of the legion of female fans out there watching James right now, I'm going to tell you his secret here. You know, I have to sit here and do this interview and all this makeup, and he's acting Mr. Natural here, but I just want to show you something here. I just got that off of his hair, so that's the dippity-doo that he uses so that he looks cool. Just thought I'd let you know out there, it's all illusion.
Freddy Krueger sounds pretty confident that he can take Jason. Here's Rick Clifton with a roadshow survey.
All right, we're here with Wes Craven, the father of Freddy Krueger, and we're also here with John Carl Buechler, the uncle of Jason, as it were, and they're here to give us the final answer on that epic battle. Who's gonna win, Freddy or Jason?
Freddy.
No, Jason. I think Jason will take on Freddy because once Jason put on that mask, he's aggressive and he'll cut him up like a fish, and I got faith in Jason, you know?
Nah, your faith is wrong. Freddy Krueger deals with the mind.
Jason's gonna win.
Get out of here! Get away from me!
It's gonna be Jason.
Freddy! I'm telling you, Jason must prevail. He has too much bloody power!
Rubbish! I never heard such sanctimonious claptrap in all me life.
Well, you are the original claptrap, you bloody...
All Freddy got to do is just wait for Jason to go to sleep, and that's it.
Don't let him get away with this. Jason. Freddy. Jason.
Just remember, friends, for cutting edge entertainment, it's the Sci-Fi Roadshow.
There's more with Robert Englund in just a few minutes as he gives Amy an insider's tour of his favorite city. Also, you're about to see Ms. Brzezinski get cloned by 3D imaging masters Gentle Giant. Roberta Brown, the Queen of Swords, and famous Hollywood armorer Spike Steingasser will present an exclusive Sci-Fi Roadshow limited edition treasure. And in another Sci-Fi Roadshow exclusive, we say a final goodbye to Forrest Ackerman's famous Hollywood Acker Mansion. Sci-Fi Roadshow is sponsored this week by Gutsoon and its new Rajin anthology.
Sci-Fi Roadshow will be right back.
Welcome back, roadies. Word here at Comic-Con is that Amy is about to get cloned.
2 Amy's? Dude, the universe isn't big enough.
I'm here with Carl Meyer, head of Gentle Giant Studios. He's going to show us today just what 3D scan imaging is.
Okay, what you need to do is stand up here on this platform. I want you to face this direction. And you need to keep still for about 20 seconds, and that'll be it.
Okay.
And you can basically strike any pose that you want. For visual effects, we would probably do something neutral, but for an action figure, we might get you in some exciting pose. So maybe an exciting pose.
Like I'm just about to punch the evil guy.
There you go.
Okay.
Perfect. Ready? We got a pretty good scan here, and we captured all the geometry. From this point, we can take this data and set it up for animation for either a movie or video games Or what we can also do is make it so that we can output it into a solid model and create a toy. Try not to blink and hold still.
Okay.
Okay? Ready?
Ready.
And what this does is it captures the real geometry of your head. And we'll use this head to drop onto the body scan we just took because there's a higher resolution on this scan.
Who can you tell us has sat here and been through this process?
Well, basically every character in Star Wars Episode 2. Recently we've done some scanning on the Hulk. We just scanned Arnold for Terminator 3. We did Spider-Man, of course. Spider-Man could swing from building to building without getting killed, and it would be a digital model. The same data that we captured scanning Spider-Man was used for making toys and all kinds of other products.
How far do you see this digital scanning going? Are we eventually not going to need actors?
You'll still need actors.
Good. Stay tuned, sci-fi guys, and see what Carl has in store for us.
We are honored to present a Gentle Giant masterpiece only to Sci-Fi Roadshow viewers. Originally sculpted by Ray Harryhausen, the legend in science fiction cinema effects and the genius who has served as an inspiration to fantasy filmmakers around the world. It's the Skeleton Legionnaire from Jason and the Argonauts. This beautiful 10-point bronze casting was image captured by Gentle Giant, laser flash molded, then final etched in exquisite detail. Only 85 of these were cast before the mold and the 3D engine were destroyed. At a price of $1,200, this unique collectible promises to grow in value and will surely be the focal piece in any collection. Check the Sci-Fi Roadshow website at scifiroadshow.com for details. Now, back to our exclusive interview with the man behind the hand, Robert Englund. Let's catch up with Amy in Vancouver.
It's a beautiful day in Vancouver, and we're here with our very special guest, Robert Englund, on our way to Granville Island.
Yeah. Oh, sun feels good, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
You've spent a lot of time in Vancouver. If someone had 2 days to spend here, what can they absolutely not miss?
Well, I would say Stanley Park, which is right up there, and Granville Island, where you can do shopping and see theater and hear great jazz and rock and roll
and very
eat.
Good food.
Oh, my
Lots of
God,
food.
yes. How many ways can you eat salmon? Let me count them all.
Now, you've been with Freddy Krueger since 1984.
Oh, God.
And it's so hugely successful still. Is the fan reaction part of the reason that you keep going back to the character? What makes you stay with him?
Well, I mean, it would be easy to say the money because, and there's some truth to that because I'm Robert Englund. I'm a basic character actor.
Mm-hmm.
This is my 65th movie that I'm shooting up here now. You know, when I do horror, I have a degree of celebrity, so I can command a better salary.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with Freddy, I just sort of feel like I own the character now, and I don't want anybody else to do it.
For sure, and I know the fans appreciate the fact that you're loyal to it. Well, I was researching you, and I came up with a great quote from Details magazine about how you're classically trained in theater, and all of a sudden you find people in Los Angeles walking around with tattoos of Freddy Krueger on them, and how you just took it as a sign of pop culture. Is that the strangest sign of fan appreciation you've received, or what's the most extravagant?
Well, I think because it's so permanent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's got to be the weirdest one. You know, I was recently flying back. I did a film over in Europe, and we took a couple of days, my wife and I, in London to see some plays. And I saw some fans there that almost had full body, what do they call the Japanese gangsters? Yakuza tattoos. And there was a guy that literally had Freddy coming out of, what are these muscles in the back?
Shoulder.
Yeah, coming out of the delts or the whatever those muscles are in the back, like in a 3D claw, kind of coming at you.
Do you receive gifts from fans? What kind of reaction and relationship do you have with them?
Well, I mean, I get a lot of, we're into like our second or third generation fans now, because this is the 8th movie, and because of the box set and DVDs, and you know, the movies are always shown on Halloween, and there's usually a cable channel in any given city in America or Europe that has horror movies on, you know, that week, or a theme week or something like that. So I'm constantly getting a new generation of fans, and they seem to go through this stage where they're captivated by the look of Freddy and by the glove. So I get a lot of art, and a lot of it's, I save it, but I'd be a liar if I said I framed it and put it up in my office. But occasionally, some extraordinary kid that's like a wannabe makeup effects artist or special effects guy will send me something, and it's really wonderful.
Well, we've had a great day with you, Robert, and I have to say, you're not scary at all.
Wait till I slice you in your dreams, kid. No, thank you. That's so sweet of you.
More of Robert Englund later in the show. But now, more must-have merchandise. The man who gave the Scorpion King his sting, Hollywood's favorite armorer, Spike Steingosser, has joined forces with the Queen of Swords, Roberta Brown, to give us an incredible collectible item. Amy hooked up with Roberta in Los Angeles at the West Side Fencing Center.
Here she comes now, guys. Hi.
Hi. Brought some toys to play with?
Oh my goodness, okay. You're gonna teach me something here, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Okay. Here's what you're gonna do. I want you to drop your tip and turn your hand over like that. So that's parry. You're blocking somebody's attack. That's parry number 2. Now take your sword up like this until you're protecting your head. Straight across. That's parry number 5. Okay? Now turn around and face me. Ready? Parry 2. 5. 2. 5. Protect your head higher. There you go. 2. 5. 2. 5.
Yeah!
2. 5.
Okay, enough.
I think we killed her.
Okay, guys. Now, we know we've seen you in Highlander and Queen of Swords, but you also teach and train people for the things that you've been doing in these series. Who have you taught?
Oh, I've taught some great people. I've taught Patricia Arquette and Noah Wiley and Billy Campbell, Alex Kingston, Bo Derek. Wow. Some wonderful, wonderful performers.
You're actually working with the famous armorer Spike Steingosser right now.
Love working with Spike.
And between the two of you, you guys have created the ultimate sword.
I think so.
Do you want to go check it out?
I think we should.
Okay, we're gonna wrist warm. Hey, I tried yours. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Let's go, guys.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
You guys
Spike.
made it.
Yeah.
So I've got your stuff right over here.
Cool.
Let's go.
And so you have made something very special just for her.
Oh, yes.
That's my baby.
Outside of how impressive this sword looks, what makes it so special?
Well, anybody can see how beautiful it is. What not everyone can see from looking at it is what I love most about Spike swords is the balance. Ideally, a sword will balance right where the guard meets the blade. And if you notice, I can balance this weapon on my finger in the exactly perfect spot for it to balance, which means that it just floats in my hand. Although the weapon itself might seem heavy in terms of weight, the way it moves through the air, it is effortless to use.
And this is the only one of its kind, correct?
As far as I know, there's no other Steingossers, and then there's no other swords like this either, so.
So we're gonna make a few more.
Just a few. They're a lot of work, so.
Limited edition.
Exactly. I have to put a lot of labor into them. They're all handmade. So.
A lot of time and a lot of love has gone into these.
Exactly.
So Charlie, why don't you tell us exactly what kind of special offer we're going to have for our Sci-Fi Roadshow viewers?
This is a hot item, Amy. Only 60 of these beautiful swords will be made. It's an exact replica of the sword that Roberta Brown has used to slay dragons, demons, and evil commandantes. The blade is an alloy of nickel, copper, and steel, which allows maximum flex while maintaining a razor-sharp edge which can withstand severe blows from heavier assault weaponry. Only a master forger such as Spike would be capable of turning out a weapon as beautiful and versatile as the Poppengosser. Now, Roberta and Spike are offering the beautiful Poppengosser to Sci-Fi Roadshow viewers for only $675. Here's Rob Zabrecki, pop culture expert with Christie's Auction House, with his appraisal of the future value of this item.
Charlie, my job is easy on this one. On craftsmanship alone, it's well worth the $675 purchase price. The fact that it's appeared in 2 popular TV series and 1 major motion picture can tack on an additional 50% valuation. And because it's a guaranteed limited edition, well, Once it's gone, it's gone. So add another 35%. Now the rest is up to Roberta. As her popularity continues to grow, let's say she does at least one series or one feature film a year for the next 10 years, that can add another 25% value for each of these years. Of course, when she becomes a really big star, the sky's the limit. So you're looking at a $675 item that I'm appraising to be worth at least $1,249 as soon as you receive it. Then, as Roberta's career continues to grow, I'm conservatively saying that the Pop and Gosser could be worth a minimum of $4,372 within 10 years. Truly an investment quality item that'll be one of the most inspirational conversation pieces in your collection.
So invest in your own Pop and Gosser now. Tell them how, Freddie.
Just surf on over to scifiroadshow.com, my roadies. Yeah.
Now back to James and Amy in the Starship.
Okay, now for a little bit of Comic-Con trivia. James, who would you guess has been the most frequently invited guest of honor at the convention?
I'm gonna go with Forrest Ackerman.
You would be right. Over the past 85 years, he's been an editor, agent, actor, collector, archivist, and winner of the coveted Hugo Award.
Not to mention coining the term sci-fi.
So join us now at the Acker Mansion for an historic visit with the father of sci-fi. We're with Forrest J. Ackerman here at the Acker Mansion. How are you?
Never better. You might mention that the Acker Mansion is in Horrorwood, California. Let me turn back the clock to October 1926, when little 9-year-old me was standing in front of a newsstand, and a magazine called Amazing Stories jumped off the newsstand, grabbed hold of me, and you're too young to know, but in those days magazines spoke. And that one said, "Take me home, little boy, you will love me." In 1939, it was announced that the world's first science fiction convention would be held over 4th of July in New York City. Well, I instantly decided I was working at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, and I informed the boss, maybe I'll lose my job, but I must go there. I was riding around in an automobile and had the radio on. Some mention was made of hi-fi. And since science fiction had been on the tip of my tongue ever since 1929, I said sci-fi. And to her mortal embarrassment, my wife said, "Forget it, Forey, it will never catch on."
This is Amy and Forrest saying goodbye from the Acker Mansion.
Bye-bye. See you on the moon.
That really is a bit of Hollywood history.
He's a sci-fi legend. In fact, our special guest, Robert Englund, shared his thoughts on our beloved Uncle Forey.
Oh, Forrest Ackerman. I think Forey was the first person that not only recognized that there was an adolescent audience and preoccupation, but that also this was a really important subgenre, as important as the Western, as the MGM musical, as the film noir, that the science fiction, fantasy, and horror film deserves some respect and some research and somebody to catalog it all, in an encyclopedic way.
We're hoping that he has many, many happy years in his new home.
I do too. And Forey, if I see you soon, I'll kiss the ring.
2 days after our taping, Forrest closed the homemade museum that was visited by thousands of fans and stars for over the past 20 years, and I was so honored to conduct the last TV interview with him at this home.
We know the Acker Mansion may be closed, Amy, but Hollywood hasn't gotten over its fascination with him. Just last week, Sci-Fi Roadshow visited the set of Graceland's new video, Signs of Life, where he appears as a Karlovian Grim Reaper escorting lead singer Stitch Kennedy into rock and roll heaven.
Get your things together, son. It's show time. Fantastic.
Keep rocking, Uncle Forey.
Yeah. Hey, aren't you due up in Portland?
Oh yeah, I gotta go. I made it! Let's go find Big Red Hair.
All right, Amy. Now, as you know, legend tells of a mystery museum located deep in the Oregon wood that contains the most impressive science fiction collection of memorabilia and original works of art ever seen. In fact, no camera crew has ever been allowed inside, and this is not only an exclusive, but maybe the only time you'll ever get to see this collection. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go check it out.
Did you see that? Paul, I am telling you, I saw something.
Here it is. The Mystery Museum. What do you think, huh, Amy? 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 We'll give her a minute. Come on, let's go take a look. Sci-Fi Roadshow fans, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to just get a glimpse at one of the most impressive science fiction collections ever. Exclusive to you, roadies. Let's start with some original movie props, like Dr. Zaius from Planet of the Apes. How about these mobile suit Gundams? The YM robot from Lost in Space. And believe it or not, this is one of only a few existing Gorts, an original Gort from the day the Earth stood still. Of course, Robbie the Robot, one of my personal favorite robots, from Ultraman to Planet of the Apes. And this one in particular is an original movie prop from 1968. And another movie prop, this one from Short Circuit. What robot collection would be without R2-D2 and C-3PO? This lady's name is Maria. She was the world's first cinematic robot. She appeared in the film Metropolis in 1920, directed by Fritz Lang. The design of this robot was profoundly influential, all the way up to 1977 Star Wars. You recognize it? This was the basis for the design of C-3PO. Here's something really special. Buck Rogers' ray guns and Big Little books from the late 30s. Buck Rogers was America's first space adventurer, predating Flash Gordon. And all these vintage one-sheets you see of famous science fiction films, well, of course they're all original. Did I even have to mention it? Well, Amy, what'd you think of that?
I'm speechless.
Now come clean, Amy. Where is this place, really?
Sorry, James, we're sworn to secrecy. I can tell you that what you saw only scratched the surface of this astounding collection. For a really thrilling experience, log on to scifiroadshow.com and go on a 3D virtual reality tour with hosts Paul Guinan and Anina Bennett of Big Red Hair.
Don't die on us yet. There's more Sci-Fi Roadshow coming right up.
He did the Monster Man. Okay, roadies, we're back with a look at tomorrow's lineup.
As usual, Comic-Con just gets better and better. We've got Hilary Swank with an in-depth look at the core. Our Future Tense correspondent, Rick Clifton, gives us his top 5 picks of pop culture projects currently in development.
It's happening. A remake of the first true sci-fi film Metropolis is currently underway in Venice, California. Let's head over to Mirrorless Productions for a first look at what promises to be the most ambitious project of 2003.
We'll reveal more secrets from the set of Freddy vs. Jason, as well as meet the creators and stars from the upcoming blockbuster hit, Star Trek Nemesis.
Join us tomorrow, roadies, as Sci-Fi Roadshow continues its trek through Comic-Con 2002. We'll meet more stars, find more pop culture collectibles, and bring you more inside info than any show in the universe.